Hello, trendy travelers, and welcome to Trending Travel, where we reveal prime travel destinations for adventurers, explorers, and romantics. Step into our world and indulge yourself in inspiration and imagination. Soak up the possibilities because today we are going to dive into the most expensive breakfast in the world. Many of us might remember someone telling us at one point or another in our lives that breakfast is the most important meal of the day. And just in case you were wondering, no, coffee does not count. Sometimes some of us took that advice and tried to grab a bite every morning before dashing out of the door and off to our busy lives. Some did not take that advice and stuck to chugging gallons of coffee straight at 6 a.m. sharp and then throughout the rest of the day. Hey, that's okay, we're not judging. However, for those that did stick to respecting the breakfast rule, it would usually be something nice and simple and easy, unless you're the extra overboard kind. Some eggs, bacon, maybe pancakes if you got the time, nothing too fancy. So you might be wondering why we're here trying to find out the most expensive breakfast in the world. It's just some eggs and bacon, right? How pricey could that get? Well, this is Trending Travel, and here you're about to find out just how much people are willing to spend on having a luxury on a plate first thing in the morning. But before we go any further, kindly hit that subscribe button, like the video, and turn on post notifications to get more content from us. So hold your forks as we embark on this delicious journey. There are quite a number of places that you instantly associate with pricey food. Off the top of your head, you might say Italy, Paris, or somewhere else that's considered to be super luxurious. Grabbing a bite in somewhere like Manhattan can be pretty expensive too if we're going to look a bit closer at home, and honestly, we can't complain. Good food equals good money. Fancy restaurants make a habit of giving you what may seem to be the smallest quantities for the most exorbitant prices. But you might like to know that the experience and exquisite taste is quite like no other. One of these such places is Norma's in Le Parker Meridien Hotel, a fashionable and luxurious hotel just a couple of blocks away from Central Park. Although the hotel is now known as the Parker New York, it still maintains its stellar services, including the magical cuisine that Norma's has to offer. Norma's restaurant is a state-of-the-art place to eat that makes having breakfast and brunch an artful experience. However, besides that, this restaurant holds a secret, an expensive, beautiful, luxurious, and delicious treat called the $1 Zillion Lobster Frittata. Now, it is dubbed the $1 Zillion Lobster Frittata. It is no surprise that this particular breakfast was made to cost a pretty penny. Are you wondering just how much exactly? Well, this $1 Zillion delicacy will set you back some $2,000. $2,000 for breakfast is indeed insane. So, what all does it consist of? The $1 Zillion Frittata includes 10 ounces of caviar, 1 whole lobster, Brittany butter, smoked salt, 6 fresh eggs, cream, chives, and lobster sauce. It would then be served over a bed of Yukon Gold potatoes. Sounds like quite a lot for an omelet, but hey, you get to see why in a minute. In 2016, the supercharged omelet was featured on an episode of CNBC's Secret Lives of the Super Rich. And guess what? Back then, it only cost $1,000. Today, it cost has flown all the way up to twice the original amount because the restaurant needed the price to reflect the quality of the dish. You can't have caviar for cheap, you know. We will continue our breakfast inspection by taking a look at everything notable on the list of ingredients, starting with the Osetra caviar. It is not uncommon knowledge that caviar is typically expensive. You might be tempted to question that considering it is literally just fish eggs. Well, that is because it does not have the distinct bitter taste like other fish does, and has a very characteristic taste. It is not chewy or associated with an unpleasant texture. Osetra caviar is unsurprisingly one of the most common and renowned varieties of caviar in the entire world. It is also one of the most prized and expensive kinds of caviar, only outpriced by the beluga caviar. The Osetra caviar is only and exclusively found in a number of places, including the Caspian Sea, and is derived from fishes called Osetra sturgeons. The caviar comes in stunning colors like a beautiful light gold, or an amber that is found in the Russian Osetra, or medium-sized golden imperial Osetra. These go on through top-notch state-of-the-art aqua farms where they are refined for commercial use. The caviar costs about $70 to $75 per ounce, and 10 ounces were used in the making of this dish. The lobster used in the $1 Zillion dish was gotten directly from Maine and was priced at about $55 for 1 pound. The fresh eggs used in the making of the omelet were free cage eggs, so they were as fresh as they could be. These eggs cost around $12 each. Then the cream, the chives, and the lobster sauce all came in as well. The Brittany butter also is a surprising $20 an ounce, and the smoked salt sat at an interesting $35 for an ounce. The freshly farmed Yukon potatoes used the base cost $70 per pound. Put all that together and you can see why the special frittata racked up the price that it did. Now, the super frittata first made its debut on Norma's menu way back in 2004. The president of the hotel back then, Stephen Pipes, and then executive chef of Norma's, were said to have thought long and hard about how they could incorporate caviar into an omelet and marry those two interesting dishes together to make one fabulous one. They knew it was going to be expensive, but they also knew that the rich and wealthy would give anything for the good life. So they set to work and had all the fun they could to create the perfect caviar and omelet meal. As soon as it stepped into the restaurant's menu, the zillion-dollar frittata made huge waves in the food world. Everyone wanted a taste of this magical $2,000 omelet, craving to know what it exactly tasted like. The omelet and caviar dish even made it to the Guinness Book of World Records as the most expensive omelet in the world. What a cool title to have, huh? This fabulously expensive breakfast might still have you wondering how it's extravagant compared to other modest counterparts and their prices. So say you swung by a Denny's and got an ultimate omelet. That would cost you between $15 to $18 in the wonderful city of New York. This means you could literally buy an ultimate omelet from Denny's for more than 120 of your friends. Would you look at that? So, what do you think after taking a look at all the fanciness, care, and expertise that is put into creating this absolutely wondrous, expensive breakfast? Do you think you would try it? Make sure to tell us why you would, or if you wouldn't shell out your $2,000 for a bite of this. Thank you for sticking around to the end of the video. Make sure to give us a huge thumbs up and hit the subscribe button so you don't miss out on all the fun stuff that we have for you. Or else, we'll pack your suitcases with eggs. Stay trendy, travelers, and we'll see you next time.